What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 1 team builder, taking on my good friend Tiffany and her Calgary Flareons in Week 1 of the NCL Season 4's Striker Division. We are back with more NCL, back with a vengeance, because I didn't make playoffs here last season. And yeah, so let's run through Tiff's team here then. She's got the Latias, Rotom Wash, Crocodile, Chestnut, Aromatisse, Pidgeot, Mega Mawile, Chandelure, Nihilego, Cloyster, and Shuckle. Very defensive team with some hard hitters, but it's fairly slow. It's a slow defensive team. She's got priority users in the Latias with Sucker Punch, Mega Mawile with Sucker Punch, Cloyster with Ice Shard, Pidgeot with Quick Attack, Hazard setting in the Crocodile with Rocks, Chestnut with Spikes, Mega Mawile with Rocks, Nihilego with Rocks and Toxic Spikes, Cloyster with Spikes and Toxic Spikes, and the Shuckle with Rocks and Webs. What am I doing? I just realized I didn't bring any removal against her Hazard stack team. Okay then. Well, this might have to be edited really quickly at the end here because I feel like I need removal against this team. So, it's okay. I have an idea of what I would want to remove anyways, but that's, yeah. Shit. Jeez, man. Holy crap. What am I doing with my life? Okay. I'm not pulling another match against Hamu, so I'm just going to swap out. Ignore the Hoopa. I'll explain the Hoopa set, I guess, but no, you know what? I won't. Let's just ignore Hoopa, and we'll put Starmie, because that's what's coming. Starmie is coming, and it'll be the set that I was going to originally bring. Rapid Spin, Recover, Scald, Ice Beam. Was that what I wanted? No, sorry, I didn't need Scald, did I? I wanted Psychic. Psychic Ice Beam is probably fine. Psychic Ice Beam, why not? With enough speed for the Latias. So we'll just start with the Starmie then, because I'm building it on camera here. So I'm bringing Starmie and not Hoopa. Hoopa put in a lot of work here, and I was really pleased with the Hoopa set that I had, but I really do need the removal option. I really need the removal option here. So Starmie outspeeds Latias, which is 352. Max special attack, a little bit of HP. Or actually, I don't, well, I'll run Natural Cure because T-Spikes are a thing. So, okay, there's Starmie. Rapid Spin for the hazards, of course. Recover because it synergizes, with the Life Orb really well. Psychic, it's really good stab against a lot of the team here. And then I've got the Ice Beam there to deal with other mons. Actually, I don't really need Ice Beam. It's really only there for the Latias that I would even have Ice Beam. So Scald is definitely better. I want to burn stuff. I don't need like Surf or Hydro. Scald is just Scald's a little bit better there. Psychic will hit the Chestnut. It'll hit the Rotom Wash. It'll hit the Aromatisse. It'll hit the Cloyster, although I'd love to burn the Cloyster. Scald is there for the Mega Mawile, of course. And Scald will hit the Crocodile and the Nihilego. But realistically, I needed something to hit the Chestnut, which is why I've got Psychic there. Again, I'm outspeeding Mega Latias, or not Mega Latias, regular Latias. Max special attack, a little bit of HP there. What's really up first is the Bronzong, which is my Spidef wall. So this is built to take on Latias realistically. I can Toxic it and deal with it that way. I can't break a sub, so if she does bring a sub Latias set, then I'm in a little bit of trouble. I don't expect a sub Latias set to come. Doesn't make that much sense against me. But this is also my Nihilego answer as well. So it's Nihilego. It's for the Nihilego and the Latias. Psychic is a little bit more of an effective way to deal with the Chestnut hazard stacking me, rather than running Physical and running Zen Headbutt, which I could definitely do. You know, it's not a bad way to deal with like Nihilego, but I've got the Earthquake on there anyways, so it's not really that big of a deal. Because I'm Spidef, I can maybe eat a hit from the Chandelure depending on how healthy I am, and get a big Earthquake off on that. Toxic spam is really good against her team, except for the Mawile, which I've also got Earthquake for. Mawile's going to have to run like Fire Fang to hit me, unless she's got the Sucker Punch as well. I'm not entirely sure if she'd be running Sucker Punch or not, but she's going to want that against me. And Rocks are just generally good against their team. They break sashes and whatnot. They get good chip. Punishing the Chandelure is a big thing, because I think Chandelure is one of the bigger threats. Oh, I totally forgot to mention what I don't think is coming. I don't really see the Pidgeot coming, like, ever, and I don't really see the Shuckle coming. If she's really worried about Buzzwole, she'll just put Psychic on the Latias. I don't really like Buzzwole's got a good matchup. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really think that Pidgeot is worthwhile to bring just for the Buzzwole. So if it does come, I will be very, very happy. And if Shuckle comes, I will also be very, very happy because I have a plan built around Shuckle if need be. I also have a plan built around the Chestnut if need be. Yeah, so that is what's up with the Bronzong set against Spadef. Vaporeon bringing a Fizdef variant. I'm running a little bit of speed on the Vaporeon, just outrun a Mega Mawile that's creeping my Vaporeon. Am I... Oh, and I should also be running a little bit of speed for the Chestnut as well. Chestnut's only 1 base point slower, so I'm outrunning that by a little bit, and I can Toxicate or Scald Burn it and whatnot. I'm really scared of a Chestnut hitting me though, so I have a dedicated switch in the Buzzwole to that, or Bronzong can function as that as well, but I'd much rather have Bronzong tank hits from the Latias or the Nihilego. Buzzwole's also my Crocodile answer, so realistically it's an answer for Crocodile and the Chestnut, but yeah, this can function as a Chandelure answer. Realistically, my best bet with this Vaporeon is that it's my Cloyster answer. Cloyster can't really beat me. Even if it Shell Smashes, it can't really beat this set. You know, I chew Icicle Spears even at +2, so unless she's like King's Rock, then that's an issue. And like Rock Blast is her best way to hit me, or like HP Grass. I don't think that it's worthwhile to go that route necessarily. You know, Cloyster's already going to have a hard enough time breaking through Bronzong at +2, let alone Vaporeon. So I'm not sold on that being a thing, but I've got Scald, Wish, Toxic, Protect. This can, in theory, deal with the Mega Mawile. I'm not sure if she would want to run Thunder Punch. I should be able to eat 1 Play Rough, Scald, or get a Wish up, Protect on it, whatnot. SD would be really threatening though, so gotta watch out for that. Rotom Wash is a big problem for the team in general, and so I'm not a big fan of this necessarily, but I was going to bring a Moongus for Rotom Wash, and then that got thrown in the drain, so I'll talk about that at the end though. That's the Vaporeon set, pretty basic. Buzzwole bringing not necessarily the most physically defensive set, but I'm running a Bulk Up variant, so a fast Bulk Up variant, which is really fun. I'm not sure that I need the attack investment now that I'm looking at it. I think the HP would be better for a Bulk Up variant, so we'll just run that much HP and we'll move that to attack. Actually, I'll leave it in defense, and we'll... I want to leave it Adamant, because if I... Yeah, I want to leave it Adamant just because I want to get attack beast boosts. I don't want to get defense beast boosts. So, yeah, I can bulk up pretty freely on the Crocodile and the Chestnut. Especially, I can definitely bulk up on the Chestnut really easily. Drain Punch, Earthquake is not enough to hit the Latias, but it's enough to deal with most of the team. I wanted bulk up and Roost. I've got the Awkberry there for the Chandelure, so I can live a hit from the Shandy. In theory, at least. If she specs, I don't know if I live necessarily, but Earthquake should be able to bop the Chandelure. I'm obviously not attack invested now, so maybe I'll just throw in 100 attack or something. I don't like that at all. I guess it'll be 104 attack. Yeah, so, you know, maybe we'll be invested in... I don't know. It's just randomly putting these in here, but maybe Earthquake will be invested enough to kill the Chandelure. Who knows? I can bulk up really freely on the Chestnut, like I said. You know, he could definitely leech seed... Or, sorry, she could definitely leech seed me if she wanted to. She could leech... and then Crocodile could maybe have Aerial Ace or something. I think the Mawile it's gonna come down to hitting a Play Rough with the Mawile for sure. Shuckle is definitely setup fodder for this as well. Again, if the Latias comes, that's a big problem. It depends how she reacts to this set and how I go about things, but it might be a potential win con late game, depending on how weakened the Latias is and whatnot. If she is Psyshock, why would she be Psyshock? She might be Psyshock for the Amoonguss, actually. So if she is Psyshock, then I should be able to deal with it really effectively with the Bulk Up. But if she's Psychic, then maybe not. Who knows? Garchomp's next. I am running a subset, so this can hopefully take advantage of Mega Mawile. I don't think that she would want to sack Mega Mawile to Garchomp, but getting a sub up at the very least scouts out to see what sort of coverage options she might have for Garchomp. She may be running Ice Punch to hit me, maybe. Or if she's just relying on Play Rough, then I'm not sure where I go from there. I maybe just click Earthquake. I've got the Dragonium Z on there, so if I can get up a sub against the Mawile, or against the Shuckle for that matter, actually. That's not a horrible option for me either. Um, then I can, excuse me, then I've got the Dragonium Z to hit the Latias, and I should just be able to nuke it from there. Dragonium Z will do quite a bit to basically everything else that's not Aromatisse or Mega Mawile. I'm not running SD, but I've got the Poison Jab there for the Aromatisse, just in case. There's been a trend of people running, like, air balloon fairy types against Garchomp, and so it's nice having Poison Jab just to scout for that sort of scenario. I don't think that Tiff would bring that. It doesn't really seem like her style, and she doesn't have me helping her build this time, so I'm not entirely sold on her wanting to bring air balloon or Aromatisse against me just for my Garchomp, but there you go. I'm running enough speed. Oh, I totally forgot to talk about speed on Buzzwole, but I'm running enough speed on the Garchomp for the Crocodile, so I'm outrunning max speed Crocodile, and then Buzzwole, I'm running enough speed on here for, what is it, min speed Latias. So I actually outspeed min speed Latias by 1 point with this investment. So just in case she's like a defensive Latias, I will outspeed that, although Drain Punch doesn't really help with that. Why do I have Drain Punch over Leech Life? Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. And so, okay, keyboard. Leech Life. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Leech Life makes a lot more sense than Drain Punch here. Leech Life will hit everything the Drain Punch will, and anything the Drain Punch won't hit, Earthquake will. So the Mega Mawile, for example, the Chandelure, for example, was walled by Drain Punch, but Earthquake hit it. Crocodile is going to be hit fine. Chestnut will be hit a little bit better. I can actually hit the Latias now, so I like that change. I like that change a lot. So that's Garchomp, and then Mega Diancie is a clean win con for me, especially against a Shuckle. So sub 3 attacks is really efficient this matchup for me against her team. I'm running Naive, so I speed tie the regular Latias, which is her fastest thing. So this should outspeed her entire team in theory. Moonblast spam just takes lives. Diamond Storm kills the Chandelure really efficiently, really quickly too. I can scout it and see if she's like Spadef or Aromatisse and whatnot, and Diamond Storm will do more if she's Spadef. I originally had Power Gem on this, and then Vandero told me to change it, and I was like, okay. After running the calcs, it made sense. I had Power Gem on here to hit the Cloyster really effectively, but max HP Cloyster actually dies to a Moonblast from Timid Diancie, which is essentially the same as Naive. So yeah, we're bopping that. I've got Earth Power there for the Mega Mawile, which would otherwise switch into Dual Stab. So that is the Diancie set. I think it's going to be really effective here. It really depends on her lead, but if she is going to lead with the Shuckle, I'm going to lead with Diancie. I pop my Magic Bounce and set up a sub against it. The best thing the Shuckle can do to me is Gyro Ball. Now, I don't know if she's actually going to run Gyro Ball for me. It's not that common. Granted, Shuckle isn't that common either, so that is kind of what I'm playing with here. The mind games between my submons is there. And yeah, we'll see about the Starmie. I'm not sure if that's going to work out or not. My Hoopa set was really cool. Again, I won't talk about it just in case we meet up with Tiff in playoffs potentially. I'd like to save that Hoopa set if I need it and her team changes at all. I liked that Hoopa set a lot, and so I'm really sad that it has to go. But yeah, this is what it comes down to. So in terms of what I didn't bring, all right, Amoonguss threatened up with the Latias, slower than the Mawile. Big thing is that Chestnut can run Bulletproof, and then it walls Amoonguss, so I can't even Spore it. Can't Sludge Bomb it, have to run like Clear Smog for it, which is like bad. Chandelure bait, it just drops Chandelure. It's set up fodder for the Cloyster unless I can Spore it. So if I Spore something else, then I'm set up bait for the Cloyster. The only thing that it really does for me is wall the Rotom Wash, and I don't think she's going to be offensive Rotom Wash. I really don't. I think she'll be defensive Rotom Wash. That's another reason I have Dragonium Z on the Garchomp, is to just nuke the Rotom Wash. Yeah, I don't really think Amoonguss is that poor this matchup, but no, I do. You know what? It's bad. It's bad this matchup. It really is. Rotom Frost, I'm not bringing it. I can't remember why. I built this team quite a while ago. I don't know about that one. You know, I could have definitely killed the threatened out the Cloyster for sure. Threatened out the Chestnut, potentially threatened out the Crocodile. Would have been a nice ground immunity for that. But I do have the Buzzwole, of course, to chew hits from the Crocodile. I think she might have Aerial Ace, and she may even be Fly Z. So what I am going to do is scout for that. I'll switch into Buzzwole, and then I'm going to scout for it by going into my Bronzong on it, and I think I will have enough health to be able to survive either way. But if I find out that she's Scarf, and then that's just a free bulk up realistically, or a free roost. Hoopa, again, it was on the team. I needed a removal, so I brought Stormy. Talonflame didn't look that great this game, didn't look that horrible either. Kind of forces the Mawile to run some sort of coverage for it, which is why I'm anticipating Thunder Punch maybe, because Thunder Punch can hit the Talonflame and the Vaporeon together, just so she doesn't have to like miss Rock Slide or Stone Edge or anything. You know, besides that, it was, you know, it was okay. I could have run like a special variant. You know, Talonflame deals with Chestnut fairly effectively. It's a fast taunt user, which sort of shuts down all of her hazard stacking potential, but it loses to Cloyster 1v1. Obviously beats the Shuckle 1v1 unless she's running a rock move on Shuckle, which is potentially the thing. And Rotom Wash kind of shuts down the flying moves, which is not that fantastic for me. And then last but not least, Masquerain. I didn't really feel like it needed webs. It didn't have a great offensive matchup here. You know, it definitely isn't horrible in this matchup, but it's not great either. So that is the team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live editing of the team. I was going to look over this again before I started, but I'm sort of in a panic. It's been a long day with a lot of stuff to do after work, and I just finished eating dinner, and Tiff and I are about to battle. So sort of really last minute edits, and I will catch you guys for the match.